I wore this one, like
Yes.
more like
Formal,
normal
right?
and yeah,
Yeah.
it's better,
Yes. Look. Give this a mic check. Like, say.
1, 2, 3, man.
Are you ready?
Yes, man, ready to go, ready to rock Chicago, man. The opportunity, especially with George Heights, who was working as a sport director. I was always in contact with George long time, and we had a very successful time in Basel. We won very many trophies together, and our contact was always stable and good. So for me, it was also a big reason to come to work with George again and to be successful together.
I tried to sell him a little bit the whole project because it is an exciting project in my opinion, but it didn't take too long. It clearly described our ambitions, the ambitions that our owner has, Joe Mansueto. He got very excited at a certain stage.
Yeah, I spoke to the coach too already with Ezra, and he's very passionate and he's hungry for success, and this is also very important for me. That I want to work with people who want to be successful and to try to win, and we want everything also for the city to grow as basketball is, so we want soccer to be there too, so I'm very, very excited to this challenge.
There were, as always, as in any deal, difficult moments. There was one very critical moment. This was when he scored in his last game against Marseille. He assisted the second goal. I thought this is not the best thing for our negotiations with the club. After the game he called me and he said, that's a way to say goodbye. And I said, yeah, but you caused me some headache. So, but he was clear. He was very clear, and he said, no matter what happens, I will end up playing in Chicago.
Obviously, I follow Chicago because Basti went there, and I played with him in Bayern Munich. We had very nice years there, but successful years. We won a lot of titles together. We had many big parties together after the success. So I think it was a good start for Chicago to bring this kind of player like Basti. I'm very glad that I can follow his footsteps.
He was talented. You could see that he was more gifted than other players from the beginning, and this is also why we called him Shaq Attack. He was full of self-confidence. A funny guy. He can be really funny, but he's also hardworking. He's no longer the 17-year-old that I met once. He is the experienced player with many games in the big leagues, World Cup, Champions League, Bundesliga, Premier League, name it. I'm sure that this will help him also to help the young guys in our team.
In my mind too, it was always a dream to play one time in the MLS, and I follow MLS a long time ago, and many top players play there and played there. So a new chapter, of course. It's different country, and I'm very excited and looking very forward to work with George and of course with the new people at the club. Nice, windy man. Maschine! Ciao, alles gut? Wie geht's? Alles gut?
Ja.
Hallo Sebastian, wie geht's?
Willkommen.
Danke, danke.
Wie lange warst du jetzt unterwegs?
15 Stunden. Schlafen im Flug von Zürich nach Washington. Ja, gut. Ja.
Super. Ja. Echt perfekt.
Hey, what's up,
How are you, man? You good?
Yeah, man.
All good?
Welcome.
Thank you.
Man. Welcome.
Thank you.
Guys, Shaq.
Hi, Frank. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Jeff. How you feeling? Tired or no?
Yeah, okay. Just a little bit. Thank you, man.
Hello, buddy.
Thank you, man.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
How was the flight?
Yeah, it was long, but
Long, yeah? Good.
Oh, good, yeah.
Well, it's nice to have you, man.
Yeah,
it's,
no.
it's awesome.
Pleasure, man. No, looking forward to rock it, man.
Yeah, media day was awesome. I think it was awesome to wear the new jerseys and put on that crest. I think that crest looks amazing on every jersey, man. I love it. I love media day. It was super fun to be with the other homegrowns and other players, you know, working with the guys that are new and just came in signed. So I think it was an incredible experience, and, you know, creating that hype video was super fun. So yeah, looking forward to more next year or more that we have to do during the season.
A little bit more love on the main account? Like, what's your angle with that?
No, I think giving the love back to the content team is so important because they're a huge part of how we're going to continue to build this club for the 2022 and the future. So I think, you know, the content they put out is obviously, I think, some of the best content I've seen on social media. So, you know, giving them that praise and approval is something that I would want as a player if I was putting out good performances. So, you know, treat others how you like to be treated. So that's kind of the theme I'm going there.
Do I look you in the eyes or do I look at the camera?
Look at me.
Don't know what to do with my hands.
Can you remind us how old Chris and Gaga are, respectively?
I'm 17.
17.
17 years old.
Rotate, shuffle out, play him a one-touch ball, all yellow color.
You know, when you got two kids that are very hardworking, very humble, super athletic. I mean, they've had an unbelievable upbringing in the academy here with Igor. You know, when you get two young kids at that age that already have all these tools and already have all this experience, it's very fun and easy to work with. And they're great kids.
I grew up in the suburbs. I wasn't really living in the city and everything, but I still feel like I'm a part of Chicago, you know? Like I wear this crest with pride every time we walk out on that field, and I take it as a big honor.
This past year and then this preseason has been amazing. I mean, purely professional. We go out there, work every day, and constantly set higher standards for yourself.
They complement each other by, you know, they've been competing against each other since they were 14, 15 years old. And so I think they've pushed each other to new levels and new heights. And I think they'll continue to do that.
Yeah, I think Brady is incredibly talented as well. You know, we push each other during trainings. You know, I think I want to be better than him. He wants to be better than me. You know, and that healthy competitive, you know, fight with each other that we have pushes us to continue to give our all in training sessions. So I think we just raise our levels off each other and feed off each other's energy. So I think, you know, working with him both of us at 17 is incredible as well.
It's been a crazy ride. We've been together for 5-6 years now. In trainings and in games especially, I think we do feed off each other. So I think that's definitely driven us to be very competitive. But again, purely professional, and then off the field, he's just a great guy all around.
Getting called in for the World Cup qualifiers at 17 is, you know, I think it's a good accomplishment to add to my resume. You know, learning from them every single day on and off the field was also a big part of my development and getting me prepared for the season. Playing for the national team and wearing the crest was an incredible feeling that I'll definitely use to motivate myself more and continue to push myself to the best potential I can achieve.
Gaga is slated to be the #1 goalkeeper for a Chicago Major League Soccer team. Is he ready for the challenge?
Yeah, I mean, we saw that last year. You know, he came into the New York City game. You know, the crazy part about that is his car broke down before that, and he still shows up on time. He still competes. He still puts on a great performance. I mean, this kid's dialed in. This guy's ready for it, and he's doing everything in his power to be ready for it.
With the club, I think this year is going to be big for us. I really do. I mean, I like how this logo looks with 1 star, but I think it would look better with 2.
For myself, a personal goal would probably be to make an MLS appearance. I want to see this team win. I think we definitely have a very nice roster right now, and I think we do have the personnel to do it. It's on us to go out there and perform, get results. I think we can most definitely do that, and that's something that I'm going to be looking forward to this season.
I'm excited about making the playoffs. For me, it's about the playoffs and bringing home the championship for Chicago.
I mean, when you think about this offseason and how much excitement and buzz was generated over the course of really 2 or 3 weeks with the signing of Xherdan Shaqiri, the trade for Kacper Przybyłko, bringing in Rafael Schihos, a Bundesliga center back, a new coaching staff led by Ezra Hendrickson.
Well, I knew there'd be a little bit of nerves right before, and I felt a little nervous, but I think the guys were just itching to get out there and play. They were just ready to get into an official MLS game, and once the whistle blew, I was ready.
And I think everybody was looking forward to the opportunity to seeing them play because of this great offseason that sporting director George Heitz and technical director Sebastian Pelzer put together. Everybody was looking forward to this momentous occasion of actually seeing those players brought in on the field for the first time. Was this great offseason on paper going to translate onto the field? What is it actually going to look like with Ezra Hendrickson, a first-time MLS head coach, in the technical area? Was this the start of a season for the Fire where they actually qualify for the postseason?
Well, I think as a staff, when we decided about who we wanted to be the captain, there were a couple of guys that we could have given it to, but we thought Rafa, with his verbal communication, the way he plays, he's just a hard-nosed player, a guy that leads by example as well as vocally.
It means a lot for me to be the captain, but the last 4 weeks were really intense for me, starting with the whole visa process. It was really frustrating waiting the whole time at home. After that, it was really nice welcome from the team. They were all really nice to me, and being the captain, leading the team on the field at the first game, it was amazing for me. It was really emotional and was really special for me. Yeah.
Guys, let's dominate them. Let's dominate them together on the
3
pitch.
minutes, 3 minutes.
Aggressive.
Boys, it's an honor for me to be your captain, okay? But I want to be the captain of a winning team. I want to be the captain of a successful team, okay? And now we go out, we fight like warriors defensively, and with the ball, stay calm, okay? We need the ball. As long as we have the ball, they can't score, okay? Come together, guys.
Vamos, vamos, vamos!
5 on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Vamos!
There was so much buzz and excitement around the first game of the season in Fort Lauderdale against Inter Miami, but I don't think it actually really prepared anybody for when you saw the players out on the field and when the first whistle went, just how huge this season and this moment was in Chicago Fire history.
So be awake from the beginning, stay calm with the ball, and let's fight.
The energy off the field leading up to the game was matched from the first 15 minutes by everybody on the Fire, and they absolutely jumped all over Inter Miami, winning balls in their defensive third and creating a number of chances that probably should have ended up in the back of the net.
And slipping back in dangerous spot, Przybyłko on his right. And it's blasted over by the ex-Union man.
For the first 20, 25 minutes or so, we were playing really well. We were moving the ball. I think maybe mid first half, they got the better of the play.
Higuain with help arriving. Contact in the box, but it's incidental contact. And in back post. Campana kisses the crossbar.
Ivanov had a number of chances in the first half hour or so, but there was one in particular where he gets the ball over on the right-hand side, fakes a shot, brings the ball back across the face of goal, and Inter Miami fans, while Diop is planted to the spot, only could hope and watch that it was going to hit the frame of the goal, and that's exactly what happened. When you have a player like Shaqiri on your team that has that much quality and is going to draw that much attention, one of the things that the opposition can do is foul him. It's one way to slow the Fire down and be able to slow them down going in transition and just not allowing Shaqiri to feel comfortable on the ball. And there were a number of times where Inter Miami players were coming in late, making sure that they felt his presence and making sure that the Swiss international just wasn't comfortable on the night. And to a certain extent, I think they did succeed in doing that. But there was one moment where Inter Miami gave him just a little bit too much space, and he unloaded from about more than 30 yards out. And it was one of those ones where it looked like it's headed for the top corner, but Clement Diop ended up making a really good save and held on to it. Probably the best buildup of the entire game for the Fire came midway through the first half, and Gastón Jiménez, a first-time effort that, again, ended up going wide, but really, really good shout from the Fire and the type of football that Ezra Hendrickson has been preaching.
We as a team, we want to possess the ball, but we want to get Shaq on the ball a lot. He made some great passes. I can remember one in particular, the one to Stani. I mean, he cut out 3 or 4 defenders with one pass, and that's what we expect from Shaq. And so the guys off the ball have to know that, when he picks it up, be looking to make, runs behind, or to be looking to create space, because he'll find you.
So late in the second half, Miguel Navarro's trailing back. He's trying to get even with DeAndre Yedlin, and Yedlin, the U.S. international, feels the pressure from Miguel Navarro, and in real time it looks like a penalty, and that's the decision that Lucas Spalla made. And my broadcast partner and I, Tony Miola, are waiting for the replay because the Fire players were adamant that there wasn't contact, and when you look at the replay, it was a dive of the highest order from Yedlin. He started to go down before Navarro even attempted to make contact, which he obviously didn't in the end. Credit to the refereeing crew. They end up giving a yellow card to DeAndre Yedlin for simulation, and of course waved off the penalty as well. As the game wore on in the second half, you got the feeling that the young keeper for the Fire, Gaga Slonina, was going to have to come up with a big save, and he was called into the action in the 86th minute, and Ari Lassiter put his foot through a ball, and Gaga actually saw it late, but ended up making a tremendous save in the end.
I've never seen a young goalkeeper which is so talented. It's a really important player for us.
Well, it was great for us to get a point on the road. We wanted to start off this season on the right foot, and then it showed in the stats how controlled we were in the game. I think we had 100 more passes than they did. Even though we thought we could have gotten the full points, we were still, happy, but never satisfied.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to see our fans at Soldier Field for our home opener on Saturday. Really excited to be in the stadium for the first time and to meet hopefully 30,000 people, and yeah.
To finally have a chance to put on display to the fans at home what we've been working on. Be ready for some excitement, be ready for some good football, and be ready to see guys putting in effort. No one knows what's going to happen in the game, but one thing is constant, and one thing that we know that's going to happen is going to be a lot of hard work. For the crowd, just come out and be ready to cheer your guys on, because they're going to put in the effort for you, definitely.